I'm Odyssey, and I'm a massage therapist who works primarily focused on the nervous system for people, helping people reset their nervous systems and just live in a greater state of calm. I'm doing a journal because I am my own biggest customer. A lot of the techniques and ideas that I've used and used them myself. And I think it's just kind of fun to, put out the journey that I'm on. What is my cutting edge? Where am I noticing things in my life and shifting those in my life? Because I realize the healing journey is more than just reducing suffering. It's about creating the life that we want. The way I frame this is I see certain behaviors or things that are stealing from the energy that I want to create. There's two things that I'm currently addressing and looking at my life right now. And one is eating too much processed sugar. That's a nervous system issue for me because of how much of it's stimulants. It's very much a stimulant. And I notice that I can feel it in my body. I can feel it shifting me into this. It shifts me into, the excitement, anxiety realm. It gets me high. And I notice that it steals my ability to focus and put energy in directions that I want to. And that means that that's something that actually just has to go. And me being honest with myself is another stage of that journey in building those tools. And the second big thing that I'm currently exploring and working on is shifting my brain from narrative thinking to game style thinking. And I realize that this is an issue because my brain wants to use the predictive part of it to fully understand a situation or fully understand what's going to happen. That's kind of what it is, oh, you meet someone, like, oh, what is this friendship or this romantic relationship going to look 3, 5, 10, like imagining as we're already together or are already great friends. And or opposed to like just thinking about things that could go wrong and putting out that whole story. And there is value I find in those exercises, but there's not value when it's all the time. And having it contained and constrained and having the brain instead focused on what the game mentality is, which the game mentality is more present moment. How can I use the predictive and exploratory parts of my brain to think through the problem that is at hand? So if it's a friendship or a relationship, it's like, how can I get to know this person? How can I figure out if we're compatible? How can I figure out what that sense, what that magic, what that spark between us is, regardless if it's a romantic or a friendship. Like, so being able to find those pieces. So it's looking at it not from trying to predict or imagine or set an expectation for how this is looking. Instead, it's a looking at playing with it. How can I play with this thing so I understand it? Just like a little kid playing with blocks, how do these pieces fit together? And having that wonder and exploration to be surprised and have that joy to potentially find something that I didn't never expected that I would find. And I would say that's a belief that I'm definitely installing in myself now, which is I want to discover things that I never thought I'd be able to experience or discover for that I didn't even know about. And that comes with allowing myself to play and try things in those different scenarios. And that shifts from me trying to picture out the long game and instead focusing on here, how could I say something different, something new? Releasing myself from needing to have an outcome and just be able to explore the experience. So those are the two things that I'm kind of working on my health journey right now.